ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
Let me go to the phones. Welcome in David in Florida. Thank you for holding. Hi.
Hey, Karen. How are you? Just real quick. I think everybody should go with this hashtag GOP Death Squad. That's what it is. It's a GOP Death Squad. Now, getting to Alligator.
Okay, wait. So before we do that, but walk me through how that. So we hashtag. I'm not going to be on Twitter. So you want me to bring this to Substack with just a hashtag, and then we do what? How does this work?
Just everywhere. Anybody that's got a hashtag, whether you're on Blue Sky, whether you're on whatever, just GOP Death Squad. That's basically what it is.
And then what happens? David, walk us through. You had this big, beautiful plan. So what's going to happen? How do you see this playing out?
Well, the thing is that these people have very, very short memories. Next week, they'll forget about the bill, forget about what's going on. But let me tell you what. When grandma in the nursing home gets pulled out, they got to live with them, and they can't take her in, and she dies in the nursing homes and all this other kind of stuff. And by the way, the people that own the nursing homes are moving all their money to prisons. So it's the same people. The same people that at the end of your death are the same people that's going to be making your death. So, which is kind of crazy. The deal here in Florida with the Alcatraz, Alligator, whatever it's called, it's not going to work. And the reason it's not going to work is because we're having horrible rain right now down here, and that area will be flooded.
I saw already somebody called it the Everglades concentration camps, which they are. They already are flooded. They're already taking in water. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. They're already taking in water, and the security people are the people that's supposed to work there to keep these people in there. They ain't going to be down there because it's going to be gators everywhere, and the gator don't care whether you blue, red, white, brown, whatever. They're going to get you. So if they're going to put down there and then there's the thing, there's not just alligators down there. There's the mosquitoes, but then also the water is contaminated. So if you got a cut on your leg and you get in that water and it gets inside that cut, you will die. It happens all the time down here in Florida. So if they want to go down there and play, let them go ahead and play. But you know, they can do whatever they want to do. But I'm telling everybody, hashtag GOP Death Squad, because these people are going to forget. You know what? People have to not.
Okay. All right, David. I'm not real strong on this hashtag because it's too long. But all right, I'm not gonna poo-poo it. You go out first and see how much traction it's gonna get. I'm glad you said it on these airways. I feel like that as I feel about Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries. Y'all can at me. It didn't stop anything. I need something that's gonna stop things. And I know things take time, but I don't know. You know, Oscars So White, that was great. We got a couple of more Black people winning Oscars, but is that the goal? Should we be winning Oscars? I got questions, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and your passion. 866-801-8255. Alligator Auschwitz. I've seen that. Thank you, Amina. Yes. And the alligators and the Black people have a particular history. I know some of you know this. Some of you know about the postcards that they used to send out depicting little Black babies, little children, little toddlers that they called alligator bait. There was an article in the Washington Times that tells the stories of pickaninnies being used to lure alligators at the New York Zoo. This is a long history. So when Trump gets out there fantasizing about alligators eating immigrants, by the way, fantasizing about alligators eating human beings as the sitting president, these are people. Whether they came into this country, let their visa expire. I saw Loose Ends, a singer from Loose Ends got deported or got detained, and she's been here 19 years. 19 years. Whether they let their visa expire, they came in through, people who smuggled them here and working and send money back or what have you. They're still people. The man that got caught up in barbed wire with his baby, and they died trying to get here. The people that walk 1,100 miles in flip-flops to be here. And we could say a lot of things. They got here illegally, but they're running away from something to something, and they aren't the criminals. Matter of fact, I think the number is like 40%. Only 40% of the people even have a record. So the other 60%, y'all are outside of the places where people are trying to get immigration help, or that have gotten asylum or here legally, and you're revoking their visas. This is some dirty, nasty, evil work. And those of you who are supporting it, I really, really pray that you check yourself. Wishing that alligators eat people. What kind of soulless? I'm not even going to play the clip because I think it's just that horrific. Smith, I know I have it on my list. I'm not playing it. But he basically, is really excited. They even are selling merchandise. Alligator Alcatraz. They're selling hats and T-shirts. Who's buying this? Who's wearing it? But again, people wear MAGA hats. People fly MAGA. I've seen the MAGA flags fly outside people's houses. You're telling us something about yourself. And the biggest thing you're saying is you don't care about anybody but your own. You're telling us you're a horrible human being with poor judgment and that you probably don't read a lot. That's what you're telling us. Alligator bait. It's amazing. It's amazing. The article from 1908 Washington Times said zoo specimens coaxed to summer quarters by plump little Africans. That was the subheadline. The Jim Crow Museum has numerous examples of children, black children, babies enslaved, being used as alligator bait. Now you are literally doing this in our faces. This is some wild times. You okay with this? And the people who voted for him because of the immigration issue, I would love to hear from you today. 866-801-8255. Maybe you're going to double down because you're that small a person that you don't have the courage of your own conviction to admit that you were wrong. Maybe you don't have enough maturity to admit that your soul probably wasn't in the right place. You're definitely not going to apologize. I mean, hell, this man whose wife was detained, a supporter of Trump, refused to take his MAGA flag down after federal agents arrested his Iranian wife. She was detained by the ICE agents in Diamond Bar, California last week, according to Fox 11 Los Angeles. However, her husband told the outlet, "I'm still supporting Trump. Even though my friends say take the flag down, you're going through a lot." I'm like, no, the flag stands. These are the people. So I'm going to act accordingly. I'm going to assume if you're still flying a flag and wearing a hat that you don't want me to live and exist. I'm going to make that assumption now because we know what it is right now. And if you have melanin, how do they know you're not Haitian or you are Haitian? And I also thought it was a little ironic because them Haitians are not going quietly in Florida, by the way. You can Google search the articles. They are not going. And I said, they got the spirit of Toussaint Louverture and Dessalines. You might have effed around. That might be irony is all I'm going to say.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.